if you're old, welcome back. If you don't know me, on this channel I do a lot of hauls, I do some reviews, I do some usually just eye makeup tutorials or some get ready with me's. I go live every now and then, and that's what I do on this channel if you're unfamiliar with me. But if that's your thing, I title myself the Queen of Sales because really I try to find my sales. But today I got away from doing a monthly, so this is a 2-month favorites and fails kind of thing going on. I think the last one I did was in May or for May in like April or something. So yeah, so I'm gonna do faves and fails, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on into it. First thing I have for you is a fail, and I'm sad it's a fail because it was a pretty decent color match. This is the Honey Beige Neutral 6 L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup with sunscreen. The thing is, it could have been the sunscreen because sometimes sunscreens do break me out. I find like a spray sunscreen won't, but if I go use a lotion, it breaks me out. Probably because it's clogging pores or something. So I don't tend to like. It might be that, but I have several other foundations that don't break me out that do have SPF, so I'm unsure what it is in this. But that's what it was doing. It was like breaking me out a little bit too much. But I did like how it didn't try to settle and make weird like emphasize these like little like cheek lines, I guess, like other ones do. Like the one currently kind of looks like it is. This whole thing is probably going to be in a fail. Like, it's either the primer or the foundation I used today, and it just made a mess, and I was trying to fix it with my Physicians Formula, and it didn't do anything. Like, all this, I don't have all this, but it made like I had all this texture, so it's going to be one or the other. Anywho, so this is a fail just simply because it kept trying to break me out, or it was breaking me out. So, not horribly. So if I was like in a pinch and need to use, I could for like a day, maybe 2, but after that it'd be on. So I don't know what's in that's doing that. But so super disappointing because that's not an uber cheap foundation either. It's like $9-10, something like that. To a success. I have really been enjoying, if you watched the video, which I will try to link over here somewhere. I haven't used this dome one, so I haven't used that one at all, so we're not going to talk about that one. But these Sigma brushes, and I have the E47. It's just very, very small, like very good for this outer V, even like really defining a crease right there. This E48, which is awesome. It looks like a freaking paintbrush, and you really have to hold it right here. But it's awesome, like when I want to, like, it'll blend out the crease too, but it also, like, if I want to like a really exaggerated crease, it makes this so easy, and then you can still blend it out with this. So I'm loving that brush. These are all Sigma that I got for 75% off. And then this one I have really been using, you can tell it's dirty. The Tapered Blending E35. That's a really good blender. So actually used this one today a little bit, so we just like touch up there though. Very good one. They're really, those ones are worth it. I mean, if you can get them on sale, get them on sale like I did. Instead of paying the ginormous price tag. I fail, I don't have the actual palette, but I do have the box. The Mini Metal Matte. And this is a fail because unless you wet it, and I don't have time to wet the eyeshadows all the daggum time, they won't really last past a couple hours, and they really start to fade, and it's like you barely have anything on. You can kind of see it, but not really. And these are the metal crush ones that you should be able to see, even apply with a finger on primer. I'm like, okay. And then, you know, the purple was really wanted to be patchy, and the brown wanted to be that way too, and it just took so much effort to blend them out. So pass, fail. A favorite of mine, I don't think this was mentioned last time, this is the Pacifica Tuscan Blood Orange perfume. This smells so good. It's a little expensive, but I think I got it when they were 40% off or something. It smells so freaking good because I love fruit scents, but and pretty florals. And now it doesn't quite last all day, and I've heard that's a complaint. I mean, you can probably get the lotion and layer it up and it'll last a little longer. But it does last a good while, and it's such an uplifting scent that I really enjoy it. So moving on. Okay, a pass for me, and I used like almost about 2/3 of this bottle. This is the Laneige Water Bank Essence. It says for all skins. No, it's not. Why my skin doesn't completely hate this, it doesn't really like it either. And I can tell, you just know your skin, like, it was giving me more texture than I was used to having. Like, that's what would happen. And not the bad under bumps, not the ones that turn color, but I could kind of see them up on my cheeks. I'm like, that's the only product I have under my cheeks. I was using a vegan blush. It's not that. So it has to be this. And this is like the second Laneige product I have tried, and it's just not working. It's a Korean brand, and it's supposed to be like really good. I'm just not having luck. I have a cleanser and a toner, and maybe something else, like another like water essence from this brand, and I don't know if it's worth it for me to try it, because I've had the same kind of issue with both of them. Like, I wouldn't repurchase it. I could probably use this. It wasn't horrible, like, you know, when I was really bad breaking out down here. Now that's, you can kind of see some of that. That was from the foundation. But when I was really bad breaking out, it wasn't that bad, but it still, like, I could tell it was that product. Alright, a favorite. I'm actually really enjoying this Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day Setting Spray. And this is mango, so I probably enjoy it because it's mango as well. I mean, it's got a really nice sprayer. It doesn't like shoot out in blumps. And it just is a really nice setting spray. I've been enjoying it. I think it melts the powder nicely. Like, my skin was looking cakey earlier. No, I was wearing like a skin tint moisturizer. It was looking cakey. This helped some of it, so like a lot. So I sprayed a lot of that today, but I actually really have been enjoying that. Same, the Wonder Beauty one. I don't think I like that one, like, at all. It doesn't do anything for me, so pass on that. Next, a scent that I have really been loving is the Kenzie Loving Life. And this is like, this big old ginormous sucker was an Ipsy offer for like, what were you, 17, 22, something like that, and like, it's ginormous. It's like a 3.74 ounce or something like that. I really like that. This is a little bit more, like, normally I go for really fruity florals. It doesn't have spice, but it has a little bit more musk to it, but I still like it. I think it smells really good. So it almost verges like on a unisex perfume kind of thing. It almost is that, which is weird that I like it. It's not my absolute favorite, but I have been enjoying it this month. So I think more like it's like a fresh scent and a little bit of musk, and I think that's what I really liking this month, because we're all sweaty people this month. Next, y'all know I've only used this like a couple times, but I love it. If you love blues, now I won't really wear like a full blue eye at work, but I mean, I could. I've worn blue like on my lid, but this is only giving you like blue and green options for your crease. Like, really just blue green for your crease work. So, you know, that you're stuck with the very blue. This is the Face Candy Atlantis palette, but I was surprised because I've heard so many mixed things about their other palettes, whether it would be good or not, but this one's actually awesome. This is an awesome palette. If these are your color, these are your jams, or you just don't have these shades, this is the palette you need to get. And this was like, you know, that whole Tarte April Fool's joke. This was their answer to that palette, and it performed so beautifully. I think that's the only shade you really needed glitter glue. But it performs gorgeously. It really does, and it's pleasantly surprised me at how well this one performs. And it's cute, it's handy, it's magnetic. I highly recommend that. If this is your jam, or you just don't have those colors and you're thinking, I need that pop of blue every now and then. Maybe I want a blue eye every now and then. Like on the weekend, I would so rock this palette like every now and then. Work, maybe not. Maybe like one color or something for work if I actually have time to do it before I go to work, and like throw up like a, I don't like going like full blam color, you know, like I like not quite muted, because some of those BH cosmetic looks I did with the festival palette were not muted at all, but you know, it's got a little bit of subtleness in the crease at least to like make it like almost a work look. Like I would do this at work. This is fine. But yeah, kind of thing, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. Here's the Metal Matte palette. It wasn't here. But yeah, again, past that. Another favorite of mine, I got into this really really well. Whew, I made a mess. Now the mattes, all these mattes like that in the Face Candy and Bad Habit, like they're not chalky, but they are powdery, so they will make a mess in the palette. And you might want to flick off the brush just a little bit, but not, you don't really have to, because it's not gonna like, it doesn't like fall out underneath your eye. Well, the blues can, because that's just the nature of blues. No matter what blue I've ever used, it does that. But this palette's so pretty. This is a Solstice, and it just came back in my rotation like recently again. Like I used it again. I really enjoyed it. I mean, this is very monochromatic. You're pretty much going to get like 3 or 4 same looking looks, but they're really good. I only got a couple of these shades, like this one maybe, and this is like a duochrome kind of color. You need like a glitter glue, but the rest are fine, and they perform beautifully. And that's what I said, like you could get this one for like, you could get in the bundle with the Supernova for like $24, or this one is like $16 by itself, I think, and it dupes the Natasha Denona Sunset. Or you can get this one. I mean, like, you're getting a way better, that's a way better darker matte. You're getting a way better, okay, you don't really have that yellow shade, I mean, that's close. And then you're getting like more of a reddish tone, but like, this is like, you know, meant for like a sunset look. So is this, and this is much better. This performs and lasts all day. So just to let you know, just FYI. Next one I have been loving is the Bad Habit Fantasia palette, which dupes the Natasha Denona Tropical palette. I'm sorry, you will never see me buy a Natasha Denona Sunset palette one. I'm not shelling that much out for a palette. I will not. The formula has to be made of gold. And I don't even care. Like Too Faced infused their chocolate gold palette with gold, man. I don't need the like made of gold. That was only $49 too. But this one made some really pretty looks. I do have a tutorial. I'll try to throw that one up in the cards or whatever. This one you need glitter glue. That one's the blue. It's gonna be messy. That one can kind of be messy if you trap it on your lid more than your crease. That was pretty. So you got some variety, because you could go bluish green and then whatever. You got some mermaid colors, but then you got also some really good mattes. They're a little bit powdery, but you know, it's nature of the beast, but they're really pigmented and they blend fantastically. And this palette is great. So I love that palette. This palette, this is the Divine palette. I've had it this week pretty much. This Bad Habit Divine, it dupes apparently the Natasha Denona Star palette. That packaging is so pretty, and this is what it looks like. This one is a little bit messier than the other two because it has more shades that have glitter that you will need a glitter glue with. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one has a tiny bit of shimmer, but it's not really even a satin. It's just a matte with like sprinkles. That one's fine. You need glitter with that one. That one, I think that one. So, or I would recommend a glitter glue to really get to stick and be vibrant. This is what I have on my eyes today. The only thing is, like, I can set my eye with that, but y'all lighter skinned people won't be able to. You don't really have a brow bone highlight. That's the only thing with this palette, but they are duping another palette, so it's really the original palette's fault. So, I mean, I can set it with that shade because, you know, I'm dark lidded anyway. But, I mean, you can try to put this on your brow bone, but it's a little bit glittery. You might have some fallout trying to do that. This is what's on to about right here on my lid. And then I have, I think that shade. Like on that part, and then on the outer part, I don't know if you can tell or not, is actually this duochrome, which dupes that Wet n Wild shade, you know, that everybody was crazy about in the Comfort Zone palette. So it actually is a dupe for that shade. And then, you know, there's the Carmine Free where that Wet n Wild palette is not Carmine Free. So, and then I have, you know, that setting that blew out my crease. That is in my crease, and underneath my eye, and then on the outer part was that color. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this palette. It does take a little bit more work because a lot of those shimmers did have glitter. You should glitter all over your face, maybe, or maybe you do. So, okay, we're almost there. I have been loving this. This is Dillian Miracle Leave-In Conditioner with Keratin. Amazing 10. I got it in Ipsy like a month ago back, and I was using my Briogeo. I think I might like this almost either as much or better than Briogeo's Rosarco Milk, which was a Holy Grail. I just really like how it works. It's like a whitish kind of thing. Leave-in conditioner and spray, which I love because I don't have time all the time to like mess with it and go like that with stuff. I just like a spray. I'm really liking this, so if I can find that, I'm not sure exactly where that's sold. I'm imagining Ulta probably has the spray. Last thing that we're going to talk about is this that actually was made in my like not or maybe, but I wanted to give it one more try, and it is what is highlighting my cheeks right now, and it is the Urban Decay Afterglow, and I'm glad I gave it another try. What happens with this is I think you might have to get past the first coating a little bit more than I had previously. Like, you have to really dip in. You have to really kind of get your brush going in any of these shades, like even for this amount. Like, I mean, it's there. You know, it's there. It's pretty. It's really pretty. Like I said, it was pretty, but it was more subtle. Like, I got it to build up to this, which is a little past subtle. And look at all that. I don't have all this texture. That is like the primer, and is either primer, and it's freaking Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer, and it felt weird on my skin anyway. Or it was the freaking Makeup Forever like skin tint moisturizer, which is actually more like a foundation, or both of them together is just like doing all this mess. Anyway, so I've really just like I don't usually swirl in just one color. I go into like a couple of these, but I'm like, bam, like it's there, but it doesn't look like just a streak. It blends really well with this Morphe E51, which I can barely make out. But yeah, I mean, like, I have really been enjoying it. Like, you just have to like kind of really get in there, you know what I'm saying? Get some major product on your brush, and I think I really just had to get it going. Like, I'm just way more pinky. That's normally what I don't do pink, but like, it's just really pretty. Like I've really been enjoying this. I've been using this for over a month solid, really. So it was like one of those, you know, sometimes you just give things one or two shots, you don't know, and that's why I put it in like, I really want to try this a little bit more, because it just seems really subtle, and I don't know why it's so subtle, because I have like Urban Decay Sin, and that's not subtle. Like, and this is not subtle to me, but it doesn't look like just a streak of highlighter, because it blends really nicely. It blends really easily. Is it like the outer space highlight? Not really, but it's like, it's there, and it looks good, and it's way past, it's past subtle. Now, it's past subtle. You can just layer a little bit more, you know, if you feel like you got enough in your brush the first time, but it's not like blinding, but it's way more than subtle now. But you just got to get past that first little hurdle and really put on your brush. With some highlights you barely tap and you get like this, you know, or even more. This is not one. You really have to get your brush in there, but it looks gorgeous. And, like, you can't really get over. I mean, that's like 2 layers. You can't really go overboard. It's like going to take a while to go overboard with it. So yeah, there's my favorites and fails for June and July. And thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Toodles.